All right, all right, all right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for connecting on the show at this time. As you're coming in, I want you guys to do one thing for me quickly. I want you to go ahead and just share this video on your page. If you're connecting on Facebook or maybe you're connecting on YouTube, please share this video. I want more people to connect at this time because what we're about to deal with today is going to be crazy. Something that's going to benefit you, that's going to change your life totally. All right. As you're coming in, let me know where you're connecting from, because I want to throw a salute to you. Patience, Gabriel, how you doing today? God bless you. Thank you very much for connecting. Man, man. I can see a whole lot of my fans popping up right now. Thank you very much for coming. T. Olufonke, God bless you. Charity, thank you very much. Good afternoon. As you're coming in, please don't forget to share. Share the video. Tenny Joy, good morning. How you doing? Is everything all right? Ilori Olabi, God bless you. Thank you very much for connecting. Debanke Shoroye, Kende Ademuyiwa, Oluwatoyin Omolayo. How you doing? Ganiyat Folarin, God bless you. Oluwaseyi, Olaniyan, Kemi, how you doing? Olufunke Ajala. Thank you, Dina Afolabi, God bless you. Kuku Bukola, thank you for connecting. Banwo, I don't know, I can't pronounce that one. Oluwakemi, God bless you. Samuel Oye, God bless you. Oluseyi Olaniyan, thank you very much for connecting. Dorothy, God bless you. Emma, God bless you. Oye, come on. As you guys are coming in, I want to know exactly where you're connecting from. Emma from Spain, that's great. Thank you very much. Adeton Ojo, God bless you. Olakunle Oladoyin, Idowu Popola, my money. God bless you. Thank you very much. Nenny Daniel, God bless you. Amen testimony. This is your name. Pass anything. I like that name so much. You know what I'm saying? Abimbola Erikitola, Mani, how you doing? All right, that's from Dallas. Yinka Omo, God bless you. Thank you very much. Banwo from New Jersey, God bless you. Sheung Obadele, thank you. Joy from the UK. Funke, how you doing? All right, as you're coming in, please go ahead and share. Let's get more people connected. I believe today is going to be a different day. And this day is going to be a turning point in your life because, see, what we're about to go through is going to be a kind of experience that you can never recover from. Let me tell you something. If you don't have a business mindset, you can't become wealthy. For you to become wealthy in life, you have to have a business mindset. And that's what we're about to lay the foundation today by the grace of God. Princess Oshude, God bless you, from Houston, Texas. How you doing? Queen. Mama Queen, all the way from UK. Thank you, Ibekwe from Canada. Thank you, Tommy Oyelude, all the way from London. Thank you, God bless you. Man, I can't keep up. I'm really sorry about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the business of today because we don't have much time today. The time right now is 1:03 on the PM side, by the grace of God. So today, let me greet Juliet from Nigeria. Thank you for connecting. So today we're going to be looking at something very important. I've been talking about it for a long time. You know me. I always tell people it's not just about praying. So many of us believe it. We want to pray, we want to pray, we want to pray. Everything is not about praying. So many people go to church like 20 times in a week. All right? Now think about it. You're going to church. Let's say you go to church like 5 times a week. And you spend 5 hours in church every day you go to church. Now, think about somebody who is spending that 5 hours online learning something. At the end of the week, I'm telling you, that guy will be very close to his prosperity than the person that is only going to church to spend 5 hours and just shouting and hitting his head on the wall. Now, think about in another 3 months, think about another 6 months. That other guy may get a license or a certification that will actually get him a good job or get her a good job. And the guy that is going to church every time, just banging his head to the wall, will just be there and become a kind of a professional prayer warrior. You're going to become a professional prayer warrior because you're going to learn everything about prayer and all kinds of stuff like that. You're going to cram scriptures in your head and all kinds of stuff. And then you're going to still continue to cry. I don't have money. I'm not prosperous. Your wife will not give you peace. I'm telling you. And then when you go to the society, you feel like as if to say you are not living. Like everybody's just ahead of you. Okay, how can you cope? How can you catch up? For you to be able to catch up, you must actually balance spiritual with the physical. How do I balance spiritual with the physical? All right, that's what they call brain surgery. So if you're able to do that, all you got to do today is to just humble yourself, all right, to learn new things, beautiful things, things that will benefit your life. I'm not saying don't pray. I don't want you to get me wrong. I'm not saying don't pray at all. Prayer is very important because to pray means you're communicating with God. And God is the one that will give you strength, all right, to carry on and do things, okay, that is actually impossible for your life. But see, everything or anything that the unbeliever can achieve by themselves, God is not going to do it for you. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Anything that the unbelievers, what they could do for themselves, God will not do it for you. If unbelievers can buy a car, if unbelievers can get jobs, if they can build a house, if they can become millionaires and billionaires, God is never going to do it for you, because the Bible says he has given you the ability to create wealth. It's in you. All you got to do is just to activate it. Continue to try. Okay? Trying and trying and trying and trying. Trying is not enough. It's not enough, but you must achieve something. All right? And remember, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. You can't get a different result. When you engage a principle, you're going to continue to see the same result anywhere. When you plant a seed in Nigeria and you plant the same seed in America into a ground, the same ground is still going to grow the same way. All right? So you need to be very, very smart and think well. So today, I have invited some people. These people, they are professionals in their work, in their field. And they're coming here to teach us the truth. Listen, I've been talking about starting a business for so long right now. This is now the opportunity for you to better yourself. Opportunity to go to the next level. Coronavirus is almost gone. Congratulations, you're still standing. Okay? By the end of this particular season, what will you become? Or what are you going to gain? Or how are you going to use this particular season to actually affect your life? Are you going to remain the same? Are you going to be stagnant? Or you become dynamic? Are you going to go to the next level? Or are you going to remain on the same spot crying? Are you going to start looking for somebody to pity you? Or you're going to actually grab life by the horn and ride it like a champ? So I brought to you guys a powerful people that are going to influence you and bless your life in a new way. So with me on the show today, I brought Brother Olumide Okeowo. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing fine.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Pastor Shola.
And at the same time, I have my beautiful sister. All right, is when you talk about beautiful sister, you can see her right there on the screen, Rashidat Omolade Sule. Beautiful sister also.
Hey everyone.
God bless you. So let's get to meet Brother Olumide Okeowo. Who are you, sir?
Thank you, Pastor Shola. My name is Olumide Okeowo. I'm an IT professional. I have a master's degree in information systems. I've been a project manager. I've worked in different sectors of businesses. I've worked with the public sector. At the point in time, I worked with the state government. I've worked in the telecom sector. I've worked in the oil and gas. I was once working with Multilinks in Nigeria, and I've worked with Shell in Nigeria also. And from there, I've been able to work with AT&T, Georgia Tech, Georgia State. Right. So that's a bit about me.
I'm not sure what's going on. The connection is not that great. I'm not sure what's going on right now, but I'm going to fix it as we're going to be talking by the grace of God. Now let's meet my sister Rashida. Who are you? Thank you very much, Brother Olumide, for coming.
Well, I don't have our brother.
Oh my God, you have a lot of feedback, a lot of echo in your voice there.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, a lot of echo in your voice. It seems like you're hearing yourself back, right?
I don't know. A lot of echo. Okay. Let me use my earpiece.
Yeah, it will be good for you to use your earpiece.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. We're going to wait. So I'm trying to close all the boxes I have here open. So let's see what's going to happen here, because I'm not really feeling this. I'm not really feeling this at all. All right, I think we're going to be good now. All right. All right. All right, thank you very much, everybody. As you're coming in, please go ahead, share the video, let more people connect, and we're going to enjoy today big time. Are we ready, my sister? All right.
Is it better?
This better. This is better.
Okay.
All right, let us meet you.
Okay, so my name is Rashida Malade Sule. Many of you may know me as the original Chef Rashida from Niger Bites, where I educate a lot of celebrities how to cook Niger food. And then I'm also a coach for married women as well. For years, I've done sales and marketing. And in the past 5 years, I've literally digged into online marketing in order to understand how people are out there making multiple seven figures of income. And I took it upon myself to invest in myself and to make sure that I know exactly how to do it, what you need to do it, and how to literally become successful in any niche that you put yourself in online. Because a lot of times, other people will not spend that much money to understand how to build an amazing online business. And for the past 5 years, I have made a killing of income, but my passion and my joy is to give back and to teach. Once you know something well, you want to also take people along, because it's lonely at the top if you're the only one making it. So that's the reason why I am just so excited for what Pastor Shalai is doing to give back to his community. And we're here, we're ready.
Yeah, we're here. All right, you're welcome, my sister. Olumide, you're welcome also. I'm actually excited at this time, but I want us to just look at something real quick before I let you guys do your presentations and stuff. Now, Brother Olumide, you are a born-again Christian, am I right?
Yes, sir.
And you go to church?
Yes, sir.
All right, so getting to this point where you are, can you tell me a little bit of the kind of hard work you are able to put in place, apart from just praying, to get to where you are right now?
Okay. I'm a very hard worker. Yeah. I pray hard and I work hard. Seriously. Once I see that there's an opportunity, that trainings to go for, I go for all those trainings. Spend my money for training. I go for those trainings and I read, at night. And at the point in time, I was looking at myself that things are not changing. I'm not changing, and it's time for me to go and do my master's. Okay. As I was, already 40. At the age of 40, I told myself, no, I just have to go and do my master's. So, and I came to come and do my master's. I was in class with people that are 21, 20, 23, and I was reading hard. We're told, don't just tell your family and your friends, let them just leave you right now. They should stop. The family should just leave you alone now, because right now, what you're focusing on is improving yourself, developing yourself. And that was what I did. And I get myself involved in a lot of things. And when the opportunities are not even there, like sometimes maybe you're looking for a job, you're not getting the job. Yeah. Rather than stay down and start, crying and all that, I will find something to do. I've driven Uber before. I've, done Amazon, even though, if I'm waiting for something, I remember something, sometimes I was waiting to change career, and there was that time. And I told my wife that, hey, I need to do something. We need to make some money, and I need to pay bills.
So let me cut you right there.
Right.
So you didn't lie on the devil.
Huh?
Or maybe let me restructure it. You didn't accuse the devil for not making money.
No. It's not about the devil. It's about you. The
Hey,
guys
now
that
that about the devil.
the guys I met in class were not
Yeah.
talking about the devil.
They were not talking about the devil.
Yeah, they came to learn. So
Oh,
when the job was
so,
not
so
coming, and after applying and all that, I said,
yeah,
well, it's either we sit there
yeah,
and die,
and
than let's go out there and do something.
and do
And do
something.
So
something.
right. So I drove Uber, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Why
I
you were
drove Uber.
driving Uber? Why you were driving? You are not singing like Oluwa Yaiti
Ah, no,
Koju.
no, no, no. Oh,
You,
well, sometimes you feel like, oh, what's happening? That Lord, I have all these degrees and
yeah,
everything. Why
Mm.
am I driving Uber? Why am
yes,
I doing this?
yeah.
And it wasn't fun, really.
It
But
wasn't
guess
fun.
what?
Yeah.
I know where I am. I
Very
know
good.
who I am, and I know
Uh-huh.
where I'm going.
Yeah.
So in fact, I packaged my own Uber driving, and even I did Amazon. At a
Okay.
point in time, I went to go and do card,
Yeah.
my business card, put my, QR code on a
Yeah.
business card, and
Uh-huh.
then put my qualification
Yeah.
on it. And
Uh-huh.
as I'm delivering your package to you, I'm putting a card on it, and
Nice.
like just in case.
Yeah.
And I will dress with suits when I'm
Uh-huh.
doing, and so just in case
Uh-huh.
you are able to help in any
Uh-huh.
way, I'm looking for this job and all that.
Let me just in one small tiny statement. Let me just break it down to them. It means that when opportunity meets preparation,
That's right.
then the miracle is going to happen.
That's right.
All right. So you already have your card. You already have everything. You are going to meet people every day. So that's opportunity and preparation. When you put the two together, you will never know who is going to call you out of all the people you are delivering to.
Yeah, I mean, for now, the job I'm doing,
Yeah.
I'll be candid to you. Till
Yeah.
today, I'm trying to find out who recommended me, because I just discussed my resume,
Yeah.
discussed the cards, and I went to go and get art paper, very quality paper for resume.
Yeah.
Got that and did my resume well, put it on it.
Yeah.
By the time I step into your office, sometime I've gone to deliver. I mean, a company they were having party, and I got
Yeah.
in there, and as I was delivering the package,
Yeah.
I asked for the HR manager there, and he told me, and I went straight. Can you take my resume? I'm doing this. What? You do all that? You do? Yes, I'm just doing this.
Did
The
you
stuff
spray
guy.
a little? Did you spray a little perfume on that resume? Like, let it just smell good and smell.
Well, I pray in the morning before going out. Like, okay,
Mm.
I see the Uber money or the Amazon money
Yeah.
as a
Mm.
money for me to move around,
And to survive for
to
the meantime.
survive while I'm
Right.
going. So you need a ladder. You need something to
Mhm.
take you from where you are to where you're going.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
your destination is not where you are right now,
Mhm.
but you need something to lead you there. So
Mm.
doing nothing is not an excuse. It's not
No.
a way to go.
It's not. So let's go to Rashida. When we're talking about process, you started from a point, right? You didn't become this super and this guru overnight, as in like
No.
making all of this money and all kinds of stuff
No.
like that. That was the time you were kind of like drinking Gary, right? Like myself. You are drinking Gary like me. Understand? And the time came that the whole stuff spinning around and stuff. Tell us a little bit about when we talk about process.
Oh, it's very important. It's very needed. And it's so funny that you were talking about Gary. I really don't drink Gary. I drink cereal. I drink cereal. But I understand what you're saying. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
It is a process. And you have to believe in yourself. That's why I love what Brother Olumide said. If you don't believe in yourself, it would never happen for you.
Mm.
The God that you're seeking, that Holy Spirit is inside of you. That's greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world.
Mm.
Doesn't mean that you sit down for 10, 15, 20 hours and praying again to the greater that's in you.
Mm.
You understand? So you get out, whatever you call it, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you see that you're great, hold up your head up high and continue to go.
Mm.
There was a guy that I had spoken with, and he said that the Bible is a good textbook.
Mm.
It's a good textbook of ideas, of laws, basic equations, and how to live a better life. But you don't turn it into your God. It's not a God. It's a map of life. It's a GPS for your life. But the thing is, just like Dr. Shala said, what you're going to become in life, if you believe it, it will be for you.
Mm.
If you don't believe it, that will also be for you. So all my life, I've always known that greatness, I'm a person of greatness. Where I'm going to end up, I know it's going to be on stage. How I'm going to get there, I'm going to go through all kinds of, you know, when it says it's like a GPS. So the Bible is my GPS. I pray, but I pray. I pray as I'm commanding my morning. I'm commanding my morning, just like what Dr. Shola said. You know, you have that power in you. You speak into the wind. You speak it. God, today, this and this and this is what's going to happen, and it happens for you. So you just can't sit down and say, I will pray, I'll be in church Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and something is supposed to just miraculously. No, no, it's a process, but you have to believe in who you are and follow it through. It's going to happen for you. It's going to happen for you.
That's beautiful, you know. So without wasting time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring Brother Lumide in. I'll let him do his presentation real quick. I want you guys to get a pen, get a paper, because you're going to be writing stuff down. This is about you building a business mindset. I have here, let me quickly read this to you guys before I actually hand over the mic to Brother Lumide to actually give us his own presentation. I said business, the definition of a business, or maybe a business person. It's a person, business is a person's regular occupation, profession, or a trade. That's what you're going to be, what you're going to use to make money. That's what you're going to use to live your life and to become blessed. Another one is that is the practice of making one's living by engaging commerce. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. The only way you can become wealthy is by having a business mindset.
Yes.
Working for people can never get you there. You are only helping those ones to become richer by the day. All right. If you decide to work for me, it's a very good idea. Pastor, I want to work for you. I'm going to be happy because I'm going to be paying you like $10 every hour, and you're going to be making me like $200 every hour, but I'm paying you $10. All right. At the end of the whole month, I'm going to have more money sleeping by the seaside in the Bahamas, so probably going to Cancun. Me and my wife will be there sending pictures of the two of us kissing ourselves and jumping in the water and sending to the office, and then you'll be taking it around and say, oh, I love Pastor Shola. Pastor Shola and the wife, they're romantic. You know, it is your money, your sweat that I'm actually enjoying where I'm going. So for you to be smart, it means that you have to have a business mindset also. What Pastor Shola is doing, you got to do it yourself, all right? So that you can actually become wealthy. So right now, I'm going to actually put Sister Rashida's on hold, and then I'll bring Brother Olumide back, and then he can do his presentation. You can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, sir. If I can have the slide up. Okay. Yes, I hope everybody can see that. So we're having our town hall, and we know that the title is Reinvent. So this is going to be talking about how we move from where we are right now to where we want to be. We cannot continue to be where we were before and expect things to change. Like Dr. Shola said, it's just the definition of insanity. So if you just take a glance at the wheels we are seeing here, just imagine you going on a road now and seeing a wheel that is made out of rock. You can imagine how fast that car can go, or maybe it's made with wood, or maybe it's made like that of a bicycle. And the last one you are seeing there, they put a lot of technology even into that wheel, because that is a self-repairing wheel, where if a nail shook the tire, by the time the tire move another 10 steps, the hole will be covered by itself. So things are evolving. If you refuse to change, then you are the one to blame. You can't blame anybody. So let's just jump into it quick. Okay. So reinventing ourselves. The first thing you need to do if you want to reinvent yourself is to dream it. You got to dream that you're going to be who you want to be. And I'm just going to let us listen, just watch this and see some of the innovation that somebody dreamt and then put into action, and we can see it coming to life. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. From that video, you can see that somebody in his own house just decided he want to make an order. He made the order and contactless, he doesn't have to go into ShopRite or go into Walmart, into Walgreen. He made the order on his phone, and right there, somebody picked it up in a small, what we call in Africa, corner shop. In his own corner shop, he has a container there, fulfill the order, and then put the GPS and put the coordinates of the buyer, put it right on the drone, and the drone went to deliver it and came back to the owner. Now, that is the future of business. So it's not about, oh, it has to be big stores. You can still start doing things yourself. This technology has been tested in 3 continents, and they are rolling it out. In fact, they are already doing it in some part of US as I speak. So you need to dream about what you want to do. And when you dream it, then you can see it coming to life. What is the next thing? You need to learn. You need to learn. There's a need to learn. And one of the things we're doing right now is actually learning. You need to open up your brain and allow new thinking, new idea to come into your brain. It's not about what you're used to. If you've been somebody who is being maybe an estate manager, somebody who is into property and all that, you can still add some other things and do some new stuff. And if whatever you've been doing before, maybe you are even a politician, you want to go into other business, you need to open your mind to receive new thinking, new idea, like what we're doing here today. And after you have it in your mind and you're ready to start learning, the next thing you're going to do is to unlearn the major. And this is very critical. Many people, this is where they got, they got stuck. The moment they want to learn new thing, they can't um they can't forget the ones that they already know. They can't unlearn the process. They are stuck in their old way. It's very difficult for them to be able to go ahead and start doing new stuff because they're just stuck. They believe they can't change, and it's a lie of the devil, because change itself, you know change itself is a continuous process. It's you Every one of us need to change, and change will always happen. So it is good for us to embrace change and know that we have to unlearn some of the old things, the old way of doing things. This is how they've treated me before. I'm going to treat other people like that. This is how I've learned, and that is the way I must teach. No, it's not like that. In fact, what is happening currently, you can see that the teachers all over the world, they have to embrace digital learning. Many of them, when they were finishing their school, none of them or most of them were not taught how to. In fact, nearly all of them were, even here in the US, they were never taught about how to do digital teaching to people. They were just taught basically how to engage students in their classes and all that. Right now, when the whole thing started, many of them were doing crash courses, and yeah, I'm just doing this for the first time and all that. So in Georgia State, they are now adding it into the curriculum for the people that they're adding digital learning, that, they are going to be teaching everybody that's going out there to know how to run to teach online, because that is the future of things. Then if you're ready to unlearn, if you go through that process, you create a lot of space in your brain to accommodate the new things you want to learn, and that leads up to where you will now relearn. Because right now the light in your brain is open up. Your brain is ready to receive new thinking, new idea, new knowledge, so you can now start processing things and start, because there's so much that your brain can take. Even though we believe, oh, I can do all things, I can do all, I can, you can do all things, fine. But hey, it's good to do some things. Do things that you know you will be good at. So when some things are taking your time that are not necessary, they're just taking your time. If you evaluate and you check, do an estimate and find out, where was I last year? Where was I 3 months ago? I do that for myself a lot. I do that self-examination. I don't care what anybody says. After 3 months, I sit back and like, okay, what has happened for the past 3 months? I will go into a place alone and start thinking. So how am I going to change my ways? What are the new things that I need to do? So you need to relearn, open up your brain, allow new ideas to flow in. And that's what we're doing. And the next one is to launch out. What is the essence of investing so much in learning and then you're not ready to launch out? Many people have, they've spent so much money trying to go and do one course or the other, and after doing that course, they carry the certificate and just drop it somewhere and say, I've not been able to, I've not been engaged, I've not gotten the opportunity I wanted. Because of that, they are not ready to launch out. You are somebody on a mission. You are going for a war. So you are ready to go and take over the world. You are jetting out. So you must be ready to launch out. There are things that are required for you to launch out. And we're going to be talking about that as we move on also. So as you launch out, the next thing is you keep upgrading. You don't stop and say, oh, I've already achieved everything I want to learn. I've already, I'm an IT person right now. No, things keep changing. In fact, many of the terminologies or maybe skill set in IT, they say every 6 months they change. Every 6 months there's an update. In fact, Microsoft release on their online platform. They release update every 2 weeks. On Tuesday, they release updates. There will be a new update. There will be a new update. So things are changing, and you cannot afford to just feel like, oh, this is where I was a month ago. You have to keep yourself abreast with new knowledge. So you have to get new experience. You have to, create new abilities. You have to get advanced training. Sometimes you have to spend money. And believe you me, there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of places where you can even get some training without even spending money. You can go to cloud, to Coursera, and and pick up some courses and just pay a token and get some certifications. That way you can keep that, they call it continuous improvement, continuous learning. You keep learning continuously. Okay, so I'll go to the next part, this next segment of this, and that's talking about the cluster of initiatives that we're going to be bringing on board. The cluster of initiatives, there are many of them, and the first one, without wasting time, is the online business. In the online business, you're going to be talking about blogging and affiliate marketing, drop shipping, things that you can do from the comfort of your home. The businesses that you can do you're nursing a baby, or you are home, and even if you don't have, you don't have papers, you can still do those kind of business, because they're business you can do in the comfort of your home. And um, Miss Rashida is going to be talking more. She's going to be taking questions on these, and she's going to take a whole class, quite a number of sessions on that for people who are interested. The next one I want to talk about is the IT operations and the remote working. So you can be there in Nigeria, and then you are freelancing. You can go to Fiverr, you can go to Upwork, you can go right there, right now, and start. Maybe you want to write a code. Maybe you want to help somebody to work on a database. Maybe you want to work on Excel. Maybe it's just Word document. Maybe it's just to make a design for someone. These are some of the things you can do for people. And as you're doing it, you will see the price there. You can charge them $5 or $900, whatever. You charge them right there, and you can make your money. The money goes into your account, and you can be making your money while you are before you even move to wherever you are. And this is even me myself. I'm opening new channels about this freelancing so that I'm doing that by the side, and you have money just coming in for you. On the next one, I want us to talk about is project management. This is very key if you want to move from one career to another. I remember in 2011, I started a program in Nigeria called A to Z of project management. I started it in Nigeria then, because when I move on the road and I see um, constructions that are going on without people being notified, there's no alternate routes, and everything is just being done without order in the House of Representatives and with the senators. I feel like, what is happening? Can't we just have sanity? If you want to do a project, carry the stakeholders along. Let people know that this is what we're doing. This is how long this project is going to take us. This is how much it's costing us, because it's the people's money. These are the benefits we're going to get from this project. So I was having that burden. So when I spoke with somebody in UK that decided, oh, we'll partner with you, we'll come and do it. And we did free services like that. And it changed the career for a lot of people, because people were in banking. I know people were in banking that have moved fully into IT because of this, because it helped to open our mind like, oh, so I could do PMP, I could do Prince 2, I could even go into Agile Scrum and do that. And believe you me, you can do them. There's no coding here. You can do all this, and you can pick up the certifications and do them. And we have people that are going to guide you, just hold your hands and guide you along the way as you walk this path. Also, we'll be looking at data science, big data analytics, and visualization. Gone are the days where decisions are made with "Thus said the Lord." Gone are the days where decisions are made by saying, oh, I woke up from one side of the bed with intuition. I just felt the Lord is leading me to do this. When you are dealing with people, with people's resource, people money. No, it is data driven. If you're sitting down with stakeholders and you are giving them the reason why you're taking a particular decision as a CEO, and you're telling them, oh, I just feel like doing it without any, data to back you up, they just look at you as somebody who is not serious. Because good decisions must be data driven. They must be data backed. If they don't have that data, if you don't have data insights or about whatever you're doing, you want to increase profitability, you need to see how many customers are we getting, how many issues are we having, how many issues are we resolving, how many customers are we retaining, how many customer, your retention strategy and all that. You are supposed to measure. They say that whatever you don't measure, you can't appreciate. If you don't measure a particular performance, you can't know if it's doing well or not, a particular business. And this will give you insight. And data itself is useless if you cannot interpret it. So I hear people, oh, big data, big data, big data. Okay, so I did big data. Getting knowledge about data itself is useless if you cannot interpret it. People don't have to go and be scientists or IT person before they can understand what they're talking about with your data. You must be able to present it in a way that the layman will understand. That's where data visualization comes in, where you'll be able to present this. And these are things that companies need. Now, a lot of company needs people who can do visualization of data, Tableau, Power BI. They need people who can do that for them. So if you are somebody who, if this is what you're looking at, if you're somebody who likes to do business analysis and business intelligence, this is where you want to be. And the next one I want to talk about is security and privacy of information, popularly called cybersecurity. In cybersecurity, you have different framework, the MIST and solution, the NIST, and you have the framework, the SOX 404, how you are going to ensure that things are done properly. Because when people are going into your network and there's a data breach, if there's a data breach because some people came into your network and they have an intrusion, the CEO is going to be fired, the CSO is going to be fired, and even the CFO can go to. So because people know about this, they take it seriously, because the key people of organizations are the ones that are going to leave. They're the one that are going to, if there's a data breach, because data breach will lead to people losing their identity. They call it identity theft. They can steal their social security, steal their credit card information and all that, and I can swap their money, take all their details. So because of that, this is taken seriously globally. Now, just liken it to living in Aja, living in VI, in a good place in VI, and then you don't have security. You don't have security patrolling or security monitoring and taking care of your environment. That's what happened. That's why people need a cybersecurity professional who will be able to monitor and secure the network, the system. And they are looking for intrusion. They're looking for people who are trying to attack. And believe you me, in a company, in a day, you have over 250,000 intrusion, people that are trying to bring down a company. Over 250,000 people trying to bring down a company in a day. So you can see that companies will need professionals who, whether they're working remotely, whether they're working in the office, who are constantly looking out for the good of the company so that there's no intrusion. Because the CEO doesn't want to lose his job, and the CTO, the CSO doesn't want to, the chief security officer doesn't want to lose his job. So this is a job that has come to stay, both for the on-premise systems and even in the cloud systems. The other one I want to talk about is that is very key is enterprise systems and applications. Now, if you somebody would do something, you buy something on is it Konga? I know there's Konga in Nigeria, Konga, or maybe you're buying something from eBay, Amazon. You need to have vast knowledge. You need. I mean, for the customers, they don't really need to know too much. They just go in and make their order, right? But there's a lot of things going behind the scene because these systems are being managed in an enterprise fashion. People, they can have up to 500,000 or something, 50 million. Some can have up to 500 million customers that they are managing. So enterprise application allow companies to be able to have application and system in place where many of the staffs can use. They can use it to collaborate. They can use it to do their file sharing. They can use it to build automation and solutions within the organization. So we have Microsoft 365, formerly Office 365, but now they're putting a lot of suite, a lot of application into it. So they're calling it Microsoft 365. And we have SAP, we have Salesforce, we have ServiceNow, we have many of them. So we have people that are coming, they are professional in this field that are coming to talk about it and navigate you, guide you, coach you, take you through some training, and after you can then go and do certifications. As I'm talking about certifications here, okay, I'll still get there. You need to do certification, so we need to tell you more about that. Then I go into cloud computing. In cloud computing, you know that people spend, especially in Africa, people spend a lot of money. I've been in session with on Google Cloud, on Amazon, AWS. I've even in the with the Microsoft Azure. I've been in session, and also in the IBM Blue Mist. I've been in a session with on IBM Discovery, and I've asked these top management people, why are they not having, they're not having their stations, most of their like what we call base station. They're not base station, but base station, like where they're like the big data centers. Why are we not having them in Africa? The only one they have in Africa is in South Africa. They don't have in Nigeria, they don't have in other places. And the simple answer I get from all these cloud service provider is that the resources you guys have, we don't have enough resources. You don't have good roads. You don't have lights. You don't have all that. So they are not building those infrastructure in Africa and in continents that can provide these resources. And this is costing companies a lot of money, where they have to do their own data center, build their data center. Now they have to provide AC, generator, uninterrupted power supply, buying diesels and all that. There's a lot of capital that is going into it, a lot of um, capital buying all the things that is needed. And also the operating expense is crazy trying to sustain the network. I pity many of the data services provider in Nigeria, because they go through a lot to ensure that service is kept. But good news is that most companies all over the world are moving into the cloud. As I speak, the company I work for presently, they're moving over um, about 85,000 applications. And I'm working with them, 85,000 applications, moving them into the cloud. So people are moving applications into the cloud because it's easier to manage. You can upscale easily. You can increase the services you want, and you can just, okay, you want to increase the memory. It's with ease. You want to increase the space, the storage space. It's with ease. You don't have to start going to go and demolish or sell everything you have because you are trying to upscale. You can do that. It's just with just a touch of a button on your computer, and say, as if you are ordering something in a mart. You just go into your cart and place the order of whatever you want, and done. You have it delivered. Security, you don't have to bother about it. It's secure. You don't have to bother about lights. They have redundancy in place, and they have fall over all over. If there's a downtime, which I've not seen, if there's a downtime, they can fall over to another redundant and redundancy. But with all that said, there is a need, a very big demand for people who are going to be knowledgeable in cloud computing, who are going to be doing AI, machine learning, people who are going to be doing that. You're going to be creating ideas. You're going to be creating bots and that can answer people's questions. You don't need too many people managing business, managing or responding to clients. You have bots that is doing that. You just go to bed, they are doing whatever they are doing. And if it gets to a very serious issue where there needs to be escalation, that's when people get notified. That way you can solve like 85% of complaints of issues or get some about 85% of whatever you want to do done by AI, artificial or augmented intelligence, rather than having you, human being, doing everything. And finally, we're going to be doing career advisory. All the things I've mentioned, all the points, all these clusters of initiatives, if you're not ready to fly with them, there's no point doing them. There's no point wasting your time if you know you don't want to take it seriously. You need to be able to work on your resume. You need to be able to refine your resume. I know I've worked in a company before. When I was in Shell, I can mention that I've seen some people that have not touched their resume. When I was there, some people never touched their resume for 15 years. 15 years, not even to add a dot. And there are many people like that. Once you think, oh, you are in this company, you are settled, you forget about your resume. You're not, upgrading yourself. You're not even trying to look for fresh opportunities. They say that the best time to look for a job is when you have one. So the best time you look for a job is when you have one. Start, expanding your territory. I was having a chat with a lady yesterday in Canada, and by the time we started doing it, the lady told me, "You're crazy. You're crazy. I read your resume and I was like, what? You must be a crazy man. You're doing you're doing cloud computing. You're doing all this and all that." I just want to learn. I want to be abreast with the new knowledge, with new thinking. So you are even into project management and all that, and when you can do them well. So it's good for us to be able to work on your resume, advise you. Gone are the days when you do a resume of 10 pages, 4 pages, all your experience that are not relevant. Nobody want to take a resume that's more than 2 pages. In fact, it's one page. Condense all that into 1 page or 2. And then they're covered, the way to write your cover letter, the way to build your LinkedIn profile and have your connection. Some people have different kind of connection. Babarisi, Baba, all those people that are not going to They're not going with you. They're not going to help you to go where you're going. So you need to get good people that will be your network, because some people, when they want to look at you, if you are serious, they look at the network that you have. When they start seeing people who are selling bread and on LinkedIn and like that, these are the people you're connecting to. So without any offense, I'm just like, if you know where you're going, and you need to be focused on the kind of connections you want to keep. You want to build your connection, 1,000 connection. I think I have over 2,000 connection on LinkedIn. So, and it's hard work. You need to continue to do that, building that network. And also, there's a way when you're looking for job. We're going to be going deep into this. This is not something we can, if you're going to search for work, you can't just go and start searching and start submitting resume anyhow. There's personality test that is being done with AI, you know, especially IBM have a solution they call personality insights. These personality insights go to your they go to your Facebook page, they go to your LinkedIn, they go to your Twitter. They just put your link in the personality insight. You can Google that and even do it for yourself. Do a free account. You put and everything about your account will come in there. So once everything comes in there, you do the personality check, and then it will tell you the kind of person you are, what you're doing, the negative sentiment about you, the positive sentiment. You can see what the employer will see about you before you can even meet with them. And also you can see the kind of thing that there are triggers that people are looking for in the kind of in the job you want to do. So there are tools that can help you to look at all those things that people are looking out for and add them into your resume. By the time you have them, you can now use it to apply. Getting a job is a job. It's a full-time job itself. So when you do all this and you want to get a job, it's a full-time job. You need to be able to do all that is required to get into where you're going. And finally, I just want to end with, like, you need to reinvent. It's very clear we need to reinvent. In fact, with this COVID-19, we have to reinvent ourselves. And you have to reinvent or die. Reinvent or die. I'll be ready to take questions, and I would like us to engage more as I turn over to Pastor and Dr. Shola. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. We want to say thank you very much, Mr. Olumide Okewo, for this wonderful presentation. Fantastic. I don't know, probably we should allow Rashida to go ahead and do our presentation first before we actually now start taking questions, because what I want to do is to everybody to be able to gather their questions together, and then after the presentations, then everybody can now come up and then ask questions and all that. So can we do that?
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to bring Rashida in right now so that she can do her own presentation also. So my sister, all right, go ahead.
Hey, welcome again. Thank you so much for that. I was like, wow, that is a lot of information, but we need it. So I basically go a lot into personal development, because with everything being said, without personal development, you will not be able to make it. The theme for my conversation today is the major key to your better future, it's you. The major key to you having a better future, it's you. So I want you to put this up daily, put it up somewhere. And every morning when you wake up, just look at it. The major key to my better future, it's me. Okay. So here's the challenge. Here's a big challenge of life. You can have more than you've got, because you can become more than you are. But you have to believe that it's possible. I work people through the mindset first, because you can make all the money in the world. If your mindset is not in the proper place, if you're not careful, you will get stuck on 200,000 and not knowing that you can do better. You can get stuck on just 1 million and not thinking to yourself that you can do 5 million. So your mindset is what I truly, first of all, want to work with. Now, I was just telling you that big challenge of life is literally you believing in yourself. The other side of that coin says, unless you change how you are, you will always have what you've got. Unless you change how you are, you will always have what you've got. Success is something that you attract. It's not something that you pursue. You can't pursue success, but you can attract it by the way you carry yourself, by your thinking process, by the spirits that you're bringing around you, always thinking on a positive level that this is going to happen for me, and it will. You will attract it. Success is looking for a place to stay. So instead of going after it, you work on yourself. The more you work on yourself to be better, the more the success will be coming for you. Because have you ever experienced where someone would just say, there's something about you. I don't know what it is. I just noticed there's something about you. That is sometimes your personal development that you've started to, develop the bigness, the bigger person that's inside of you. And people will see that as you do it. I have found out over the years that income does not far exceed personal development. Your income, what you're making now, it does not far exceed your personal development. Now, sometimes income can take a lucky jump. It can take a steep, it could take a jump. But be sure and know that unless you continue to grow yourself, you will still come back to the way you were. I know some of you may be saying, I reject it in Jesus' name, God forbid it. No, it's not all of that. If a job should say, okay, you know what, we're going to hire him. I just like everything about this person. The paper looks good. His resume says all of these things that he has done. Because you know how some of us would just put things on resume. We've done this, we've done this, we've done this, we've done this. We put things on resume. They will now hire you. But if you don't continually, consistently have that personal development in yourself, sooner or later, they will see who you truly are. And then you'll go right back to what you were making before. Okay? If you take all the money in the world and you divide it amongst everyone, it will still end up back in the same pockets. Did you hear what I said? If you take all the money in the world and you say, you know what, I'm going to split all this money with everyone in the world. Let me give everybody $1 million, $1 million, $1 million. All of them have $1 million. That money will still end up in the same pockets of the people that know their personal development, that have the personal development, and that knows how to get that money from you. Because some people naturally, they will know that I need to invest. Some people naturally, $1 million, shege. Let me buy my house, I'll buy a car, I'll buy clothes. It will still end up in the people that are smart. It will still end up in their pockets. For instance, we're talking about job, J-O-B. Let me ask you this question. When you get a job, what you literally need to ask yourself, let's say some of you have a job right now. What you literally need to ask yourself is, what am I getting? A lot of you, what you ask yourself is, oh, this job is giving me $100,000. This job I'm making $80,000. This job I'm making $250,000. You are making that. The question that you should be asking yourself is, what am I becoming on this job? Who am I becoming on this job? Are you becoming better? Is the job making you better? Are you learning skills that will not just keep you at that job, but skills that will take you to the next level? Skills that will take you to the next level. Because many of us will just get jobs because it sounds good. Cybersecurity. Agile Scrum Master. networking, this, that, and the other. We jump to it because our friends are doing it. Ask yourself, is that job making you a better person? Or are you just running after the money figure? Because true happiness is not contained in what you get. True happiness is contained in what you are becoming. What you are becoming. And that is the unending challenge of life. Unending challenge of life. I've seen people who, because of a job, they've lost everything. Because of a job, they've lost everything because they don't have time for family. They don't have time for themselves. All they're doing is every day, just in one room, killing themselves over the job because it's paying them. They can put a roof over their family's head, and they're not enjoying anything of life. And this is why I educate mostly on personal development. And then I do a one-on-one coaching call to see what your gift is. What is it that you really like to do? What is it that you have thought to yourself that one day when I grow up, this is what I want to do? Do you want to write a book? Are you a writer? Are you a person who is a coach, who there's something embedded in you that you can be a blessing to other people? And you've been doing it. People will just be calling you for advice, left, right, and center. You'll be counseling them for hours, and you don't have any money to show for it. We teach you, take you through a procedure. How can you become a coach? Do you know how much coaches are making? Do you know how much coaches are making? They're making a killing, but they're doing what they love to do. And what I love so much about coaching or being a consultant or whatever, but mostly coaching, is the fact that we tailor you into the niche of what you are an expert in. We help you to become an expert in that niche. Once you get that niche, we have you stay in that niche until you make your first million. You take one thing, you do that one thing very well until you make your 1 million. Then you can switch it to doing something else. $1 million is not a big deal to make these days. I know to you it may sound huge. It's not. I've worked the jobs. I've done the sales, the marketing, the working in Wall Street, New York. I've done it. Financial industry, I've been there, done that. But my biggest thing that I'm a wife and I'm a mother. And knowing that I'm a mother, I cannot leave my growing children while I run the streets trying to make $1 million. When I can make that same $1 million through online marketing. So this is the reason why I learned. In the beginning, I went in with the attitude of, I got to make that money. Money, 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 money. Look, the more you look and search for money, the more that money will be running away from you. You have to give people what they need, and you will eventually get what you need. When you are a blessing to people, giving them what they need, what they're asking for, you too will in turn get what you need and what you're asking for. I asked this question, how can you become valuable? For instance, there were two same people, two guys. They were working the same job. Let's say, for instance, they were working cybersecurity. Let me give you this example. They were working as a cybersecurity person, right? And they're getting the same pay. Let's say they're making about $120,000 each. What makes one more valuable and the other one not as valuable? What makes one make more money at the end of the day and the other one is still remaining the same? Many of you may say, oh, maybe the one of the person is working more hours. That's why he's making more money. Or maybe, no. What one person is doing that the next person is not doing is that one person is adding more value to himself. And the next person is just walking that job. Walking that job, like literally slaving himself. getting overtime. No time for family, no time for nothing. The other guy, on the other end, he goes home. He takes a little bit more programs, add more value to himself. He learns how to speak, learns how to look at you in your eyes, learns how to stand, learns how to eat properly when he goes out to maybe a director's or an executive director's meeting. He adds more value to himself. So adding more value, personal development is extremely, extremely important. One of my students that I was teaching asked me, so how do you develop? How can he become more of a? How can he make average income? How can he make? He said, why do people like to make average income? Average people can only make average income. You can't do more than that. You can only make average income because you're an average person. Your knowledge is on an average level. Till you add more value to yourself, you cannot move out of where you are. Another thing that's extremely important. I know that you will hear set goals. When I was so like this king, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, right? I'm a Christian. And there was a time in my life where when they tell you to set goals, I would say set goals. I know. God understands my tomorrow. God knows where I'm going. I don't need to set any goals. They make it seem as if God doesn't know how to take me to where he's taking me. What? This is what my coach asked me. My coach says, I remember it like it was yesterday. He says, Rashida, where's your goals? Where are your written goals? And I told her, I said, I don't have any. I don't do goals. I don't, I see where I'm going. I see where I should be, but I don't have any goals like written down. What am I to do in the next 3 months? What am I supposed to accomplish in the next 6 months, 9 months? Where do I want to be? You understand? And she literally said, if you don't have a list of goals, that she can tell me what my bank account looked like. I looked at her like, what do you mean you can't tell me what my bank account looked like? And it was true. It was true. The bank wasn't dry, but it wasn't what it was supposed to be. So when you don't set goals, check your bank account. Check what situations are looking like in your life, because you are not running for anything. You are not moved. If you get up today, if you feel like you are sick, you are sick. You can't do anything today. But if you have a goal that you need to reach in the next 30 days, you get up, you feel like you're sick. No, I can't be sick because I'm at the 21st day. I have 9 more days to accomplish and to complete this goal. Your goal begins to drive you. Your goal begins to drive you. Okay? So that's another thing. So it has taught me, and this is things that they don't teach you in college, not college in America anyway. Or maybe you hear it, but you don't know how important it is. It is important to your life. Truly, very important. Some of the issues that many people have is disease of attitude. In life, we have positive, we have negative. You can't say everything in your life will just be positive. No. It's the negatives that happen in life that juices you up. Juices you up and say, look, I can't sleep. Bam, get up, do something. And by the time you know it, bam, positive will happen. Disease of attitude. There's a lot of things that you can wreck, and that can wreck you with just your attitude. You understand what I'm saying? You have a bad attitude. You get somewhere, they either want to hire you or they're trying to introduce you to a business opportunity, and you get there, that one I know it. That one I already know. You get what I'm saying? Always be available to learning.
Now, Rashida.
Yeah.
You are taking these people to a level whereby they're actually very excited. Everybody's like, yeah, come on, man. I just want to be a businessman right now. I'm going to make that 1 million. Actually, on the backstage, me myself, I'm jumping up. I say, yeah, I must make that $1 million. I'm telling you, man. Even if I'm going to kill myself,
you won't kill yourself. You won't die. You won't die.
You know what I'm saying? All right. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you guys to just put your hands together. You know, really, let me tell you something. You've been able to, within this short time, you've been able to open the eyes of the people. And I can see they're all excited right now. You're a Christian woman, you believe in praying or prayer or whatever. But at the same time, you believe in hard work. You believe in personal development also.
Yes.
And that's your job. And we need you as a coach to be able to coach us, to take us. Like I always say to people, the coach don't play. They stand by the side of the pitch or whatever they call it, and they put somebody in the pole. I say you catch the ball. They put somebody on number 7. They put somebody on number 8. Somebody as a striker. Somebody as a defense. Because they use their level of education, their skill, their talent, their level of exposure to be able to put them where they belong. You see, many of us were just struggling. Probably you're supposed to be a goalkeeper, but you're actually trying to be a striker.
Yeah.
So it's the work of a coach to detect that, to look at that in you and put you where you belong. So we need you big time. Because of our time, I would like people to be able to ask their questions real quick.
Okay.
Because I want to go back and start fighting myself right now so that I can come under your, to come under your leadership for you to be able to help me to get to where I need to get to. At the same time, I want to actually be able to get under Brother or Olumide's class to be able to learn some more. Also, me, I'm not the kind of a guy that is I'm not proud. I'm not a proud guy. If I hear $1 million, let me tell you something. I'll open myself. I will open myself like let's say fast.
Have you?
Every ego in me will just disappear. You see, let me make the money first, then I come back and pick my ego up later. I can say, and they ask me, do you know Olumide? Okay, what I say? No, I don't know him. I've never even heard about that name. It's like, do you know Rashida Ram? Oh, I know that. Oh, I know that lady. She's trying to connect with me. She's only trying to connect with me and stuff like that. I can now come with my ego and stuff. But when I hear $1 million, I will knock ego out quickly. So, you know something, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to post the link right this moment. If you have a question, all you got to do is just to click this link and you will appear right here on the show with us and be able to ask your question by the grace of God. And listen, we are going to answer your questions. We're going to start the class for real. Okay, this is just the kind of a town hall meeting for us to give you the background, lay the foundation, and then we are going to start the class. And listen, you are going to benefit from it, either you like it or not. Like I said to you guys before, it's possible for you not to understand what Bro Olumide is saying, or probably what Rashida is saying. You may be looking at it and say, this is just too advanced for me.
No.
They're talking to PhD holders. Now, let me tell you something. These people are going to hold you by the hands.
That's right.
And then they're going to walk you through the journey step by step, how to create this, how to do this. At the end of it, you're going to become a knowledgeable person yourself by the grace of God. So don't be afraid at all. Don't be afraid at all. All you got to do is just listen and follow. You're going to see me in the class too. You will see Pastor Zola with my gray hair inside the class. All right, because me myself want to come and share testimony. All right, we have somebody here. Adegoega, how you doing today?
I'm good, sir.
Okay, you have a question?
Not yet. I'm still connected to work things out. I'm going to ask questions later, sir.
You said what? I didn't get you.
I said I'm going to ask a question later, sir.
What happened to this guy? The only people that are allowed to come and click the link are the people that want to ask questions, please. So if you have a question you want to ask, the link is right there. I'm going to continue to post that link right there. If you have a question, click that link. It's going to bring you to the show, and you will be able to ask your questions. And I'm telling you, Rashida and Brother Lumide, they're two of them are ready to answer your questions by the grace of God. All right, I'm waiting for you guys. But before we get the call, Brother Lumide.
Yes, sir.
So how are we going to do this? Are we starting tomorrow? Are we starting next week? Because me, I'm excited. I want to register. Wait a minute. We have somebody calling here. Let's bring this person in. Olayinka Sanusi. Olayinka Sanusi. Is Olayinka Sanusi there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Oh, all right. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. You have a question?
Yes.
Okay, hurry up.
I have a question. I have a question for Mr. Okewo.
Okay.
If I only have a basic IT background, so I can use a computer, use Word and all that, Microsoft Office, and I want to venture into any of this IT stuff, which the cloud and everything, which you have talked about today, how do I go about it?
Okay, that's a very good question. Thank you for asking. It depends on. I hope you did a screenshot of. I'm showing it again. If Pastor Shola can show it of all those clusters. So if you can do a screenshot of it, you need to look at what you want right there. Which one do you really want to choose?
Okay.
So the moment you choose the one that you're going in for, then we can now start having discussion about it. And I have a couple of friends that are doing very well in each of these areas. I can take some, my friends will take some, so that my friends can also guide you through the process, then lead you to certifications you can do. It's always good to have the certifications, but sometimes you can even get some job without the certification and take the certification on the job. But it's always good to have them before you go into before you land that job. I hope that answer the question.
Oh, yes, just another one quickly. So in a nutshell, if I do not have a degree or an IT background, this doesn't stop me from pursuing any of this.
My sister, it does not stop you. That it does not stop you. You are good to go. You are good to go. You can move into any of them. I've been when I was in my master's class, I was with people that were in they were medical students. I was with one accountant. They came to do big data analytics. They came to do some people came to do cybersecurity as well, and they never had IT background. So you are good to go.
Okay, thank you so much. That's all I have.
Thank you. All right, let's go straight to study tech. How are you doing today?
Good evening, sir.
Do you have earpiece, because your sound is not good at all?
Oh, okay.
The sound is not good at all.
So can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So I actually want to.
Now you know what to do. Turn your audio off on the feedback on that monitor. Turn it off.
Oh, okay. So can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So I actually want to.
Now you know what to do. All right, I'm going to bring you back later when you're fully set.
Fix that
Let me
situation.
go to T Fibia. Hello.
Good evening, Pastor Shola. Thank
Good
you for the
evening. How are you
program.
doing?
Good evening to our coaches.
Yeah.
So my question is, I'm thinking of blogging. That's what I think I would love to do, because now I can see that I like to talk. I like to make people happy and give people information. So my question is, how do I go about it? How do I apply for the class? If there's going to be any, I'm willing to have a coach to coach me about that. And that's my question. That's what I want to know.
Okay.
Yeah. Ashida.
Blogging is literally, it's very amazing. And we have a 30-day challenge that we take you through. It will tell you exactly what to do every day in order for you to have a complete blog within 30 days. Okay. Even within that 30 days, you would have been already making some type of money. Okay. So like I said, I will go through 30 minutes to an hour of talking to you on the phone just to make sure and to see whether it would be an amazing thing for you, because blogging is a lot of writing. You understand? But if you're more interested in writing and talking, then you may need a YouTube presence. So I don't like to just get a person stuck in just one area. That's why I like to just go through the coaching, so I get to know you and get to really feel what you want to do, and then we'll give you several options. But with the blogging, we have the 30-day challenge that you can go through, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah.
So how do I join the class? Is it now or is it going to be later or when?
Yeah, me and Mr. Olumide will talk about it, and then we'll let Dr. Shola know when we're going to start, and he's going to let you guys know. So be on the lookout. We have a lot in store.
Okay, thank you so much. Pastor Shola, thank you so much.
Thank you. Hope you are not planning to go into blogging to blog me. Don't blog me. If you blog me,
Plug in, you will make money. Plug in.
All right, see. Okay, let me go straight to Caleb. Oh no, okay, let's do Caleb first. Let's do Caleb. How you doing, Caleb?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Good. Do you have a question for my guest?
Yes, I do. My question here is I'm in the middle of starting like a vlogging show and stuff like that, but I don't know what to do with like content and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I need like advice. Like I do have the cameras and stuff. I do have like the drones and stuff, but I just need like in terms of like content and just to be consistent to my vlogging and stuff. I just need advice.
Okay. Have you started?
I haven't started. I'm in the process of starting, but I just don't know what to vlog about, to be honest with you.
Awesome.
I have a few ideas. My daughter is she's planning on starting like a YouTube channel, and she wants to do like a product review and stuff like that. And I think that's a
nice
good
one.
that's a good one for her. But
Right.
for me personally, I don't know what to vlog particularly. So I'm just calling to get like an advice and stuff and like content wise, if you have an advice for me.
Okay. So like I said, this is what I do. I would have a one-on-one with you.
Okay.
Just to know what your interest is in, what your background is in. And once I get to know you, then I can actually bring out maybe the fun part. Because in vlogging, you literally have to be yourself. People want to see realness. They don't want to see the fake. People are tired of the fake.
Yeah,
they want to see who is Caleb. By the way, I like your last name, Forbes. Are you related?
He's the owner of the magazine now.
Are you not messing with us here?
Thank you.
I like your name.
Thank you.
So what I'll do is we'll go through the 101, get to know you. My God, your name has already sold. Me too. I want to connect with you, also.
I said I will follow you on Instagram and stuff like that. Definitely we'll connect on that.
Okay, most definitely.
Alrighty.
No problem.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Pastor Patrick. Pastor Patrick, how are you doing today, sir?
How are you, sir?
Good. Well, I'm fine.
Wonderful.
Thank you, man of God.
I want to appreciate your program and your Mr. Olumide Okewu and Rashidat Olade Sule.
Yes.
God bless you. You know, I keep on telling people that the 21st century church is about youth empowerment.
That's right.
So I really appreciate that you are empowering us.
Thank you.
My question is this.
Yes.
You know, we have a lot of us, like my age mates, that are in their 50s. So where is their place in this program? I went through the cluster of initiative by Mr. Olumide.
Yeah.
which is very good. I did it. I did SAP ERP as well. SAP. So I want to know what like. I have a lot of friends, some people like cancer that are here in America.
Yeah.
They're in their 50s. They are doing 2 jobs, doing nursing. They are tired of the job, even they are making big money. So even when they go back to Nigeria, how do we empower them? Where is their place? People that have been in class with Pastor Shola, that's okay. I see Pastor Shola, I see Pastor Patrick in the class as well. I'm confident. So what do you think they can do, that will empower them? That's my number 1 question. Number 2 question, like, I need to get the information of Mrs. Rashida so that we can talk on one-on-one together.
You can't get her. I'm sorry. You can't talk one-on-one. You have to talk 3 by 2. I'm really sorry.
I know business in terms of in terms of coaching.
I know.
Really
I know you are trying to coach. You are trying to get coaching. You can't get it.
1 billion.
You are thinking of the $1 million. I'm thinking of the same thing. You know what Pastor Patrick is doing? You know what he's doing? He's calculating like, if I can get that $1 million and I relocate to Nigeria, that's going to be 370 million naira. That will be crazy.
Pastor Shola, you're a mind reader.
You don't know I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet. I see revelation.
Oh God.
Okay, Pastor Brian, Mr. Olumide, can you answer my question first?
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for the question. I would like to start with Pastor Shola, if you can put that.
All right.
Okay, so if you look at the cluster of initiatives, what I would recommend for people above anything above 50, nothing stop you, because I mean, where I work right now, I see a lot of people that are 60 that are still working. They still come to work. So you can still do that. But for people, I would advise that number 2, just looking at the number 2, IT operations, remote work. You need to look more into it so that you can start doing many of these things. Like you that you've already been doing SAP before. There are quite a number of SAP job, different modules. If you go, you'll be amazed when you go to Fiverr. If you just Google freelancing IT job, just Google it. You see a lot of them that are doing this. Then you subscribe. You can do the basic for a start. If you see the one that's bringing more money, you go into maybe the gold, where you pay them something monthly, and they will expose you to opportunities that are huge. So you will never run out of projects to do while you are working from your home. All you just have to do, get your system, get your screens, get your internet working, and you set up. So that's the number 2. And for many people that are doing Uber, Amazon and all that, when you sit down for, I think Pastor Shola has mentioned that before, when you sit down for a long time, it has a way of affecting you. And I've seen a lot of Nigerian old people who are even learned, doctors, PhD, that are doing all this driving around. Meanwhile, this number 2 could be something they could, dive in if they've had the experience. But if they don't have it, you are not too old to start learning something new. And with what has happened with COVID, and I want us to face that reality. With COVID right now, the way we do business is changing, at least for some time. Don't let anybody deceive you. It's going to change for some time. The social distancing thing is going to happen. So there's going to be a lot of remote working options. So you can pick up some skills and do them remotely. And also you can still have some people to handhold you while you're doing it. So when they handhold you, you can still talk to some other people, and before you know it, you pick up. So I think that is much more better. I'm trying to let us build a community like what the Indians did to themselves. It was painful for me when I was in school, and in my class then we had about 250 of us. and all in the class, about 250, 230 were from India. 230. I was the only African, not Nigerian. I was the only African in the class. So it's you know, it's a pain, like what is happening to us? And these guys, they don't really know much, but they've already made it to be their business. They've made it to be everywhere all over the world. They've turned it to be their own. Meanwhile, God did not create them with it. Some of the things we do it. The work I do, they don't bring them in there. They can't come and do it because they know that, oh, I'm doing something more exceptional than them.
Actually, Brother Lumide, when you go to nursing school, nursing school, you see a lot of Nigerians there. A lot of Nigerians. You may see, like, in a class of 20, you may see like almost about 18 Nigerians, and then one Indian person, and then one white person. And the issue is that we are not thinking about later. We are not talking about the future. Very soon, this field called nursing will not make any money anymore. And because they're creating computers right now, or robots right now,
Thank you.
take over the
telemedicine.
Jobs.
Telemedicine.
Take over the jobs. But everybody is just going there. Oh, nothing, because it's a quick way to get quick money, and for you to be able to put a roof over your head. For you to go to nursing, you're not making a whole lot of money. The wahala you are doing is much more than the money you are making. All right? To become rich in life and comfortable is when you can go to sleep at night. And when you wake up in the morning, there's money inside your bank account, money you didn't even work for, like sweat for at all. Yeah. All right? That's where we're going. Yeah. So, Bro Lumide, go ahead.
Yeah. So you just mentioned it. I know in the NHS in the UK, they have some telemedicine where people don't even have. They've started that long ago, and there was something that IBM was developing. They were developing it for, I think, is it Case Permanente right here in the US. They're developing that solution, dumping knowledge bases of questions of different. You know, what if a doctor is trying to diagnose and find symptoms? They dump a lot of knowledge base in the system, and while you are typing in your house, it can you know, look at whatever you are mentioning and give you the right medication, give you the right, you know, instruction based on whatever you have input on the system without even seeing a doctor. So when a machine is doing all that, in fact, by the time you put all your symptoms, it tells you, and that is like searching through databases of over 200 millions of documents. Meanwhile, a doctor is just one person who is just sitting down with his own idea. But now you are having access to over, you know, 50,000 doctors that have put materials together in one place, and the computer is looking at the best option and is proffering, you know, giving that option to you that, okay, this is what I think is wrong with you. This is the medication you should take.
Yeah. So and it's still the same thing. Like if you go to all of our toll gates right now, you don't see people there anymore. Those people that you see at the toll gate collecting money from you, you don't see them there anymore. They're only going to retain very few of them, probably like about 4, 5, 6 of them. Those ones are going to be in front of the computer because, you know, what we're actually having right now is cameras and all this stuff and the sensors there. When you drive past that place, they take a picture of your plate number and then they send your ticket to you. Or maybe you can have the Turnpike Pass or the Easy Pass, and then by the time you drive back, the Easy Pass will actually pay the toll gate people what you're supposed to pay them. So they don't need people there anymore. Even when you go to the airport right now, they don't use waiters anymore. It's an iPad in front of you. You order your food from the iPad, and then you just look up, and then you see a kind of like a belt that will bring your food right into your front. So they're getting rid of people. They are replacing people with machines. So if you are not prepared for it, you are going to lose. Even the pastors too. You will find out that people will just plug their headset on and they're actually in church in TDJ's church and listen to TDJs on Sunday morning. And then by the time they finish, they pay their tithe through the text to give or through PayPal, and then that's it. All right.
Hologram.
And you're expecting them to come to your church in Inyo for Orogi. You will not see them. You're going to lose out. So, Pastor Patrick, what Brother Lumide is trying to say is that even at our age, above 50, age doesn't matter. We are still relevant. Even when we become 70, we can still become billionaires. And I know we can become anything. Even if you move to Nigeria, in as much as you have your internet connection there, you're connected to the universe. So you can still make it happen. You can choose any of these courses that is just right here All you got to do is later when we're actually doing the registration, you register for the course, and then you go to the class, you become whatever it is that you want to become. When you move to Africa, you can start your business right there. Just create your office for yourself inside of your mansion. Because by the time you connect to Sister Rashida, the $1 million is
$1 million.
It's waiting for you. So you just create multiple. So you just create an office for yourself, and then they will see you on the street with your Bermuda short, with your slippers, walking the street and everything. And they don't know how you're making your money. They just see you going to fundraisings and meetings and stuff, getting our money.
They will see him zipping pina colada. Where is this man?
They see you zipping your Campari, having a good time. All right, and sharing testimony all the time. Thank you very much, man of God, for calling on the show.
God bless you. Pastor, shall I put my name down?
Your name is already down. Your name is down. You're one of us. All right, let's go straight to Badebo. Badebo, how you doing today? Oh, Badebo, your audio is bad.
Can you hear me now?
Jesus Christ, your audio is not good.
Let's start again. Maybe you should join it again.
Rejoin the stuff again. Let's go back to Caleb. Oh, Caleb is gone. Are you still there? Your audio is not good. Your audio is not good. Turn it up and do it again. All right. He's going to turn it off and do it again. All right. Pending the time that we're going to have people come online for their question, let me go back to Sister Rashida real quick. Now, somebody just sent me a WhatsApp message just now asking, oh man, somebody's back. Let's take this guy. Hello? Your line is mute.
Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Your line is mute.
Your mic is mute. Just unmute
your... Let me go straight to... Let me go to, what do you call it? Caleb. Caleb, what's up? Is Caleb there?
Caleb Forbes. I think we already answered this question, Mr. Forbes.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, you're back.
So, hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
There is still feedback in your audio. Your audio is still not good enough.
Maybe we can, let's manage him. All right, let's hear you. Let's talk again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. So, thank you so much, Pastor Shola.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pastor Shola. Thank you, Rashida. And thank you, Olumide. Yeah. So Olumide, you were talking about IBM having something they call personality insights.
Right.
You said it goes to virtually all your social media platform.
You go to
make a recommendation.
Right. You go to your social media and copy your link and put it in the personality insights.
So are they applying it?
Yeah, some HR or HR managers use that now, because if you submit, if people submit 50,000 application, I'm not going to waste my time as an HR executive going through and checking the personality from the resume. I go and look at because some recruiters will tell you to supply them with your social media handles. The moment you give it to them, that's what they want to use it for. They want to see the kind of way you talk online, the kind of content you have. They want to see who you are. So this personality insight, we just give them everything about you. And show, I wish I can, I don't have that. I've done one before. I can just show you. You will just see everything. Tell you about the way you approach, the way you can, your response. Are you always hungry and all that? You will see everything right there. So they can judge you before even seeing you.
You mute your line again. All right.
What's the other question? I think you have many
Yeah.
questions. Yeah, because I can see you.
Yeah, thank you so much for that response. I'm actually having my PhD presently. I'm trying to see a way to. No, I think it's on mute. So
Yeah, you're good. We're hearing
You are
you.
good. We can hear you.
so I'm trying to see.
We can hear you. Just go
We
ahead.
can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I'm trying to see a way to combine or to dive into AI and try to develop some things there that I could actually use to sell myself. Hello?
Right.
No, we can hear you. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. So, what are you doing currently? What field are you doing your PhD?
So I'm currently having my PhD in mechanical engineering at the University of Johannesburg. So
Okay. So
I've been able to take some. So I've been able to take some. So currently
I'm listening. We're listening.
You know what? Don't listen to the feedback. Just continue to talk. We're
Oh,
hearing you.
okay.
You
So
don't have to listen to the
I was
feedback.
actually following the feedback. Okay, so
No, don't follow it.
I've been trying to combine learning artificial intelligence on different level, and I also try to apply machine learning to my application. So over time, I've taken some courses on Coursera, like 5 courses, one on data science, another one on machine learning for prediction analysis. So and I've also been able to take some courses on how to build chatbots. So how could I harness all those things to start making something for myself? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. I personally, I don't believe that there's a waste of knowledge. Whatever, I believe that God doesn't waste resources. If God has given you the privilege to go and do your master's in or your PhD in mechanical engineering, um, uh, pardon me, I wouldn't advise anybody to go and do that at this age. To do that right now. You know, there are some things that I know because of where we're coming from, lawyer, mechanical engineering. I read chemical engineering, but I was able to pick up while I was in part 2. I used to stand in front of my classmates. If some of them will be connected, they will remember. I used to stand up in front of the class and tell my guys or everybody that cared to listen that the chemical engineering we are seeing here right now, in the future, we're going to be using computer to operate everything. We are going to be using computer to man and monitor the pipelines. Nobody is going to be having people monitoring pipeline. You're going to have sensors. You're going to have ROVs, rotating ROVs that they put in deep waters that will be monitoring and be checking deep water piping and all that. You are going to have technology being used in all those companies where you have been using mechanical before. And for you, assuming you're trying to build, I don't know what you're majoring in, maybe building a car or something. I don't know the project, your thesis that you're working on. But if it's something that is more mechanical, I think you should be looking more in something that is more AI related, because the future of car is changed forever.
Yeah.
In fact, it's changed. So you cannot be seeing all those mechanical engine. Your car is going to be driven by AI.
By itself,
yeah.
By itself. So AI, exactly. So gone are the days where you have to be 17 years old or whatever before you have a driver's license. It's going to change. It's going to change, because if the car is being driven by itself, you can put your child in it, knowing that your child will be able to go.
And another thing I want to quickly add, just to make it easy for you, is this: the mechanics that be working. The mechanics that be working on such a car, they are not the kind of mechanic that actually have screwdriver alone and have spanner. They must have the knowledge, the computer knowledge.
Write programs. They need to write programs. Write algorithms. The algorithms that is required. They need to write all that. Okay. So those are the things you will need to be moving to now, so that you can create a niche for
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right? You are not the mechanical, you are now the one who is working, because your car, your brain box, the brain box of your car is now fully computerized. It's no more mechanical, it is computerized, and then if there's issue, your ECM or your ECU will be, you know, diagnosed, and that's the brain box of your car. They will do everything. It's going to be software driven.
It's just like hardware and software. They are two different things entirely. Some people love to actually work with something they could see, like on the floor, and then put spanner and put everything. Some people, they work on the computer and all kinds of stuff. So what you need to start doing right now is to go towards anything that has to do with computer stuff, because that's what's going to be relevant later in the future. You're just going to be there, and at the end of the day, you finish PhD and you can't get a job. So later, you're going to be able to talk with Brother Lumide and then Sister Rashida, actually, to be able to help you out more.
Oh, thank
you
so
very
much
much for calling. All right, let me go to Deba Badebo. And
What
then
do you
this is
want?
going to be the last call for today.
Pastor, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for this program, Pastor Shola. I really appreciate. I really enjoy the program. So my question is direct to Mr. Olumide Okeowo.
Yes.
I'm presently doing masters in project management. I had my first masters in the public health, but I've not been using the certificate to work here. So I need a career change. So I've been having problem with career change. So I just need a mentor, someone that can like put me through on how to build on my someone that can walk me through my career change. And also, project management require a lot of practical aspect. And what we are teaching, I'm doing online program. So I need someone that can guide me through the practical aspect of project management.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, Mr. Badebo, is it Badebo or Badebo?
Badebo. My name is Aaron. That is my
Aaron.
blog name, yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Aaron, good that you are already in the medical line, and then you're now going into project management. Now, being in the medical line, with the reality that is on ground, you want your project management to be channeled around or towards the health sector.
Yes.
You want it to be channeled towards the health sector. How do you do that? Now, we're talking about telemedicine. We're talking about having AI, driving, testing, driving, checking symptoms and all that. So you need to get yourself along that path. Now, you need to be getting to use some of these materials, and some of these materials are online. Get to some of the hospitals that you would like to work with and see some of the innovations that they are doing in IT to be using going forward. And the second question you were asking, it's about how to build the experience, the practical
aspects, yes,
the practical aspect. Now, when I did the A to Z of project management in 2011, this was the issue that many people had in Nigeria then. A lot of people don't know that they're already doing project management. And they think because whatever that the work you're doing, by the time I sit down with you and we'll analyze some of the things you're doing, you will see that you have been doing maybe virtually all the aspects of project management. You have been doing planning, you have been doing your executing, you have been doing your controlling, you have been monitoring. So you have closed one project. I'm sure maybe you did a wedding or something. It's a project. So how you went through it from one stage to the other and get it done. Your release process of getting something, you want, those things are project, but because we don't come from a project background, we don't know that we are already doing them. So when you look at your health, whatever you're doing, the public health you're doing right now, okay, a patient let me just give you a scenario. A patient come in today, and that patient that you are dealing with it's a project, right? The patient, you take all the issues with the patient. You're already getting the project details, the project description of what you're going to do with the patient. Then you start treating the patient. You have a timeline where you know that this is when, because a project is not a project if you can't have start time and end date.
End the time, yes.
So there must be an end date. You know that, oh, this patient is going to leave here at this point in time. And then, so this project, you want to check, how is this patient doing? You come in, you execute, you deploy the treatment for the patient. After deploying the treatment, you come back and check controlling. You come back and check and monitor. Is this person getting well? Is this person getting fine? What you're doing is what? Controlling, and you are monitoring. So when you are doing the monitoring and you feel, oh, the temperature is rising, you now control, you give another medication and you treat the person. Once all that is done, you go into, okay, you are discharging the person. That is closing the project. So we need to look at all that. We'll be able to frame it together and know that, oh, put all those experience in your resume, that these are the way you have been doing project before when you want to go and look for a new job.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
So how am I going to get your contact?
Don't worry. Follow this page. When you follow this page, when the class will start, you'll definitely know when the class is starting.
Okay.
All right. God bless
you, sir.
All right. Now, do you guys know that today is Rashida's birthday? People don't know. All right. Now, I need, you see, for those people that are online, I need 5 people. 5 good, no, not 5 people. I need 1 person. I need 1 person that can come online so that the 3 of us can sing happy birthday song. I want to sing happy birthday song for Rashida today. So if you are there, you want to actually sing with me and Brother Olumide, just come. Olumide, can you sing?
I can sing very well.
Are you sure? don't destroy the birthday song. So if anybody wants to come, click that link right now. Come online. I need 1 person who can sing. 1 person that can sing. 1 person that can sing. Come online right now, and then we can sing to her and sing happy birthday song, for her today. I'm waiting for that person. That person, that 1 person that can, I've been calculating it. I was like,
you can sing it.
Towards the end of this show, we're gonna sing happy birthday to you. We don't want to know how old you are. I know you are like 500 years old. Okay, somebody say
27.
All right, Sister T. Fabian. Can't we see your face? Why can't we see your
I'm
face?
here to sing for Sister Rashida.
Why can't we see your face?
Thank you.
Let's see your face.
I've been looking at her face. I said,
No. We want to look at your own face.
It's even like I should just remove it.
This sister is not listening. This is that you are not listening. You are not listening. Sister, you are not. I will cut you off. You are not listening. All right, this person is not listening. This person is not listening to me. All right, let me bring Oluwakemi Adams. How you doing, Jerry? Thank you for showing your own face. We are telling T. Phoebe, show your face. So to say, I want to wish you happy birthday. Is that what we are asking? I don't know. I know. I like people to obey instruction. Very simple instruction on what we're doing. I don't even know why this has frozen already. All right, are we ready? Are we ready? Is everybody ready to sing?
Hello?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Am I in?
Yes, you're here.
You can't hear me?
I didn't hear you call my name. I'm sorry.
All right, are you ready to sing? Are you ready to sing with us?
Happy birthday, Sister Rashida. It's good to see you on the program.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the information. And thank you, my big brother. Thank you, Pastor Shala, for bringing these guys to the show.
I said, are you ready? I said, are you ready to sing with us?
I can't even hear you guys back.
Are you ready to sing with us?
She can't hear us.
I can't hear you guys.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know. Something's wrong with the line. Something's wrong with the line. Let me try somebody else now. Hello, Sister Tola.
Hello, sir.
You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can.
All right, very good. Well, are you ready to sing?
Yes.
All right. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
You're going to start.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to
you.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, you guys make me want to cry.
Now I'm gonna put the second bass. Ahuna, you now.
I don't remember.
Ahuna, you now.
Ooh.
Ahuna, you now. Rashida. Ahuna, you. And then I'm gonna put the third bass. I'm 500 years old. All right, thank you very much, Sister Tola. We still have somebody here. Hello, you want to sing for her too?
Yeah, sure. I want to sing for her.
Okay, sing. Let us hear you.
Hello, Sister Rashida. Good to see your face.
Hi, my love.
Yes, I'm here from UAE, Dubai.
Oh,
Go and do family meeting when you get home.
Happy
Sing first.
birthday to you, Sister Rashida. I love you. I love you. I wish you many happy returns of the day. Long life and prosperity. Much love, sis. I love you. Pastor Shola, I love you so much.
Love you
Thank
too.
you so much.
All right, God bless
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. I see Pastor Patrick want to sing too. Pastor Patrick, are you singing?
No, I want to pray with her.
Okay.
Man of God in the house. All right. The man of God is here in the house. Let the man of God pray.
Lord, we just thank you for your daughter, Rashidat. We thank you for our family. We thank you
Father.
for being with her. We thank you for the knowledge, for the wisdom. Rashidat, I pray shall be well with you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
The Almighty God will prolong your life.
Amen.
He said it will cause us to number our days. The Almighty God will prolong your life in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
You will not die prematurely.
Amen.
It shall be well with you.
Amen.
You will see your children in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
When your children are getting married, you'll be alive.
Amen.
When your children are graduating, you'll be alive.
Amen.
No woman will take your spots.
Amen.
Yes, the wisdom that God has given you will not die in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
You will be a source of joy to this community.
Amen.
You will be a source of joy to America. You will be a source of joy to the whole world.
Amen.
You will not die prematurely, Rashida.
Amen.
The glory of God will begin to shine upon you.
Amen.
I use this moment to pray for Pastor Shola as well. Pastor Shola, it shall be well with you.
Amen.
It shall be well with your ministry.
Amen.
The glory of God will begin to shine upon you. You'll be heard all over the world. You have been heard already. God will begin to promote you.
Amen.
I pray for Oluwole as well. God Almighty. Olumide, God Almighty, Olumide, it shall be well with you.
Amen.
It shall be well with your family.
Amen.
Every one of us that are listening today, the Almighty God will surprise us.
Amen.
Yes, our listening shall not be in vain.
Amen.
The Bible says every heart desire accomplished is true to the soul. All of our heart desire will be accomplished.
Amen.
God will give us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you, Holy Spirit.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Rashida, congratulations. Shall be well
Thank
with
you, sir.
God
Amen.
bless you, sir. Thank
Amen.
you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's look at this sister. This sister has been jumping up since morning. She's been jumping. Sister Taiwo, how are you doing?
Very good, sir.
So, do you want to sing? You want to sing for Sister Rashida, right?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm very ready, sir.
Go ahead and sing.
Okay, happy birthday, Sister Rashida.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm singing this to you because I celebrate the same day with my husband.
Oh, thank
you. So I am
you.
singing for all of you together.
Amen. Thank you.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Sister Rashida. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. Excuse me. Hey, Joma.
Pastor Shola, I'm a sound engineer also. So I don't need to add effects to our voice.
I'm telling you, I want to
She has
ask
natural effects.
Are you a pro? Are you a pro? You must be wearing beret. You must be wearing beret in church.
Pastor Shola, it is hard to fascinate on you.
All right, thank you very much for that. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank
All right,
you.
let's go
Thank
to,
you so much.
I can see Sister Oluwakemi Adams. You want to sing happy birthday? She's not hearing us.
She's not hearing.
Yes, sir.
Are you hearing us?
I can hear you guys.
Okay, do you want to sing for Sister Rashida?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Happy birthday, Rashida.
Wait. Before you sing, wait. You remember the very first person that sang just now. You have to build on it. Okay. Don't sing under that one. If you sing under that one, it's going to be wahala. You have you have to go higher than that. All right, go ahead.
To you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sister Rashida. Happy birthday to you. Long life and prosperity.
Good job.
Love you so much. You're doing a great job. Love you, Pastor Shola. I love you too, brother, my big brother. I can't remember your name. A great job. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you.
Right,
God bless you.
We have a guy that wants to sing now. David. We have a guy that wants to sing. Let us listen to the voice of a guy.
Hello, Pastor Shola. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you, Rashida. Happy birthday to you.
Are you cutting the cake?
Amen.
May the good Lord bless you.
Amen.
May the good Lord bless you, Rashida.
Amen.
May the good Lord bless you.
Somebody wants to know. Somebody wants to know if you are single or you are married.
Mr. Sule,
inbox me. Inbox me. Inbox me there.
Okay. They say inbox Imo. Okay. All right. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. All right. The final person, the last person, Michael 23410. Michael 23410. Okay, nobody's there. Let's go straight to Franca. Franca, the last person. What's up, Franca?
Good afternoon, pastors and sister.
Yeah,
I just want to say sing happy birthday to Sister Rashida.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Doesn't make me cry.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Many happy birthday.
Hey.
Many happy returns. Happy birthday. Happy
birthday. Hey.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I wish you long life, prosperity.
Thank you so much.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Remain blessed.
Amen.
Bye-bye. Now let's go to my sister. Sister Sonny Rachel. What's up now?
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
I know you wear beret. You wear beret to church. You are a beret wearer. Okay, you want to sing happy birthday to my sister?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sis. Love
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you
Pastor
so
Chola.
much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
All right. Okay, bye. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Now, see, the reason why I did that, Sister Rashida, is because I must be qualified for that 1 million. You know, so you now go home and remember Pastor Chola sang happy birthday for you. I actually employed everybody to do this. All right. So, Brother Lumide, what's your closing remark, your closing statement, and before I call Sister Rashida to close up too?
Okay, the closing remark is to encourage everybody that with the advent of any problem, with the advent of any situation, there's always an opportunity around the corner. So with the advent of COVID-19, the great people, the people who understand the times and seasons, they're looking for the opportunities that are locked within that situation. I want all of us to look at the opportunities that are locked within it. Sometimes maybe you'll be going to office.
Oh my God. Where's Brother
Did we lose him?
Whoa, Brother Lumide is
Wow.
gone. Okay, Rashida, just go ahead with your own while I wait for him to reconnect.
Okay, so my ending closes to say that there's so much and so many things to do online. You can do affiliate marketing, coaching, consulting. You can write a book. We can help you to put a course together. All of this is what you can do once I get that time and opportunity to speak with you. Okay, I want to let you guys know that the world has changed without our permission. And the thing is, you have to be prepared. And being prepared is being able to do something wherever in the world. Over 20 million people lost jobs in America, just in America. So that's the job area. So once you get yourself into learning online marketing, I know there's a lot of things that you need to have for implementation, but we help you with that. And when I say implementation, I'm talking about the SEOs. I'm talking about having a website, advertising online, blogging, email marketing, CRM, social media. There's so many. But don't let that scare you. Don't let that scare you. We have people of many different ages. A lot of children right now, if it wasn't because I'm a Nigerian parent, many of them, they're 18, 19, 20, making so much money online. So let me know, connect with Dr. Shola, and then we'll get back to you guys, okay? Mr. Lumide, what happened to you?
Yeah, Lumide, what's up now?
No, I don't know what happened.
All right, finish up.
Yeah. So like I was saying, let's embrace the opportunity. If you've been going, maybe because you've been going to work, you don't have time to upgrade or upscale yourself. This is an opportunity because I know many companies are relapsing in the, resume at this time and all that. You're allowed to work remotely for some time. So use the opportunity to be able to add more to yourself. And while looking ahead for the next level that you're going to. And I pray that God will help you as you do that.
Amen. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. Have a beautiful afternoon. It's 3:08 already. I'm telling you, we spent almost about 2 hours or so on this show already. So I believe you're blessed, but watch out. We're going to actually make a kind of a post to let you know when the whole stuff is going to actually start. And you will be able to register under these people. And then I'm going to register myself also. So because I want to get blessed at the same time. So stay blessed and always make sure that you keep it gospel. Pray all the time. Read your Bible all the time. And at the same time,
work hard.
Use your brain. All right. Use your brain. All right. Bye.
All right.